So I just filmed this quick video for you. Excuse my voice because I'm sick. I took inspiration from this shade right here. This is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek. It's pearlized and the shade name is Monster, but I'm going to do a close-up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So see right there, it looks like a white gold. And then as soon as I turn it, you get that pink purple hue. It's so pretty. You're gonna see in the video I tried a couple different lip combos. Didn't end up liking any of them. Ended up throwing on foundation on my lips and then throwing this on top, and I really liked that a lot. I also took some pink onto my lower lash line, and the lashes are Marilyn lashes by KoKo lashes. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!
Okay, jumping right in, guys, I'm starting off with my brows. I like to line the belly of my brow first to get that shape that I want. It really helps me to create the arch and stay within that, and then I'm going to go on top of the brow and line it, do the same thing, and then just fill in, basically. Now I'm going to go through and carve out the brow. So carving is my favorite part because I don't have brows, so I really have to draw my shape, and when I do that I can mess up really easily. So carving out my brows really helps me define my eyebrow and clean up that shape and give me the shape that I really want. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just cleaning up the brow, and then I'm dragging the excess onto the lid to create a base. So now I'm going to go in and just apply a bone colored eyeshadow to set my brow and set the lid so that way everything is ensured to last. And now I'm going into my crease using a transition shade. This is actually a shade called Transition by the Voss from the Voss palette. I'm just buffing that into my crease back and forth, and then right here I added a little bit of the orange shade that's next to it. So I'm just running that into my crease and buffing it out. Nothing too crazy. This is kind of a quick and easy look. So now I'm going in with a darker shade with a brown, and I'm just running that along my outer V, buffing it back and forth till I get the color and consistency that I want. So I just keep building it until it's the right shade. Just continuing to go back and forth and bringing it up a little bit, not past my crease, but just right into my crease. So now I'm going through with the blending brush and just buffing it out, blending away all the harsh edges, keeping everything clean. And so now I'm going to go in and clean up the lid. So I'm going to put down a bone colored shade, so I just wanted everything to be super clean. So I put some concealer on my lower lid, as you can see, and then when I looked up, it kind of transferred, so it allowed me to see how high up I should go with that concealer. So that's a little trick if you ever want to know how far up on your crease you should go. Place a little bit on your lower lid and then look up, and it'll kind of map out for you where you need to take that concealer at. So that's what I'm doing here. Just cleaning it up, and then I'm stopping halfway through, and I'm going to go in and set that first. Right now that's what I'm doing. I'm just setting the lid with a creamy colored shade, and then I'm going to go through back in with that chocolate brown and make the two ends meet. So that's what you're going to see me do with that detailer brush. Right here, I'm blending it in so that way they all meet and everything is seamless. So now I'm taking these three glitters, the names will be down below, but I'm just mixing them, and same thing as my video before, I am changing between lining and then applying the glitter. Okay, so an important thing to remember when you're applying glitter liner in the crease is that you really want to follow where you cut out the crease. You don't want to apply your glitter too thick. You want to follow that thin line, because if you make it too thick, it's going to kind of cut off your lid, especially if you take it too low too. You want to make sure that you're keeping it pretty high and just following that cut crease, because if you take it too low, you're just going to end up cutting off your eyelid, and it's going to look uneven, or it's just going to look like something's off. So you want to remember just to keep it in that cut crease and follow your crease line basically. So I just dusted off all the excess glitter, and now I am wiping it off with a makeup wipe. And I'm going to go in and do a quick wing eyeliner. So there's nothing special to this. If you guys want another video where I explain how I do it, just let me know because I can totally do that for you. But right here, I'm just doing it really simple. I sped it up because it wasn't anything special. I'm just lining my lid, dragging it out, and then bringing it down and making sure that everything is even. On to skin. So I already cleansed the skin with that makeup wipe. So now I'm going in with the City Color Glow Primer. I love this primer. My skin has been really dry with this weather lately, so it really helps. So I just applied it everywhere, applied it to the skin with a damp sponge, and now I'm going right in with foundation. I'm using the Makeup Box foundation in 109, and I'm using it by itself to just basically paint on the face. I'm using the Morphe E8 brush. I'm using that sponge to really press it into the skin and making sure that everything is pushed in and good to go. I'm going to go in and conceal. I'm using the Tarte Shape tape. I don't remember the color that I am actually, but I'm just applying this under the eyes and to the nose, Cupid's bow, and chin, and then I'm blending that out with that same E8 brush from Morphe. Using the Airspun powder to bake, and I'm just really pressing it into the skin, and everywhere that I applied the concealer I am just making sure I go over it. So here I'm going to be taking a foundation powder and just buffing it into the skin. I'm really pressing it in to make sure that everything is set, focusing on the areas that I'm going to be contouring and warming up the face. I really want to make sure that that is set so that way nothing gets patchy when I am blending it in and warming up the skin. So focus on those areas first and then going over and setting the rest of the face. Now I'm going in and warming up the face. So I'm using a large stippling brush and just a foundation powder, the LA Girl Pro foundation powder in number 8. And I'm just going around the perimeter of the face. And now I'm going through and contouring. So I'm using this little brush. I freaking love this brush, you guys. I normally use it to highlight, but lately I've been using it to kind of carve out my cheeks and go over my contour, and I love it. The name will be down below in the description bar, but I love it. So I'm going back over everything with that stippling brush just to blend it out and making sure that everything is seamless. Taking it up a little bit too, so that way it doesn't look so harsh. Going over my nose, and then I am going to cut my contour today. So I am taking the edge of my powder and I'm just sharpening up my contour line and making sure that everything is like super clean. I don't normally do this, but I like sometimes when I want to be like a little bit dramatic. I just love the look. So on an everyday basis, I wouldn't do this, but because I want it to look a little bit extra, that's what I'm doing. So right away, I'm dusting it off though, because the longer you leave it, the more harsh it'll look. So I'm dusting it off right away because I didn't want it to be too much, but I'm going over everything else and dusting off everything else as well. So I'm just adding some blush now. This is the MAC Melba. And I'm just adding it right onto the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm blending it back into my contour so that way everything meets perfectly. So now I'm adding some black eyeliner to the waterline, and it was just the LA Girl Gel black eyeliner. And then I'm going to take that same chocolate brown shade and place that on my lower lash line, and then buff that out with a pink eyeshadow. This is actually from the Makeup Box palette. I just used the 2 pinky shades, and I'm buffing that out, blending out that underneath. So now I'm just adding a little bit of mascara. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and then I'm going in with lashes. I said the name of them in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna have to go back and look to get the name, but they'll also be down below. So I'm just placing those on my lash line. So this is the Nicole Guerrero palette. I just mixed a bunch of colors and then sprayed it with Fix Plus. And I'm placing that on top of the Colourpop Monster highlight. I thought it was going to be more like a pink purple-ish. You know, I thought it was going to show more, but it didn't show as much as I wanted, but that's okay. So this is it. This is the completed look. Just a really quick, easy look when you still want to be super glam. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you guys want to see next. I have a couple of ideas, but I really want to hear from you guys, so thank you so much for watching. Bye!